That was not clean at all, but I don't really want to get up again and try. First cuts. What's up, shawties? Welcome to or back to my channel. But if you've never seen this face before, my name is Chaunna and you should definitely subscribe because I post new videos every single week. And in today's video, I am bringing you the absolute best and only, this is dripping cold water on me, the best and only high school advice you will ever need, and money back satisfaction guaranteed. You will make it through high school after watching this video. The biggest disclaimer I'm going to say before I even start any of this advice and answering your questions, this is not one of those popular YouTubers who peaked in high school when they do like a high school advice video and they're just like, yeah, I was so popular, so like I'm going to share how I was popular, but like no one really liked me, even though like everyone was my friend, but like I'm going to tell you because I loved high school. This is not one of those videos. I was not in any way, shape, or form like that in high school. If anything, there's a lot of things I wish I did differently in high school, so I would have enjoyed it more. So I'm answering all your questions about high school from the perspective of somebody who literally despised high school to the extreme extent. The point of view of an introvert, the point of view of someone with a lot of social anxiety. If you were looking for one of those popular girls who give you advice, go watch something else. This is the views from a pessimistic. I think that's the right word. I think that I was looking for. It might not be what I was looking for. So in case you don't already follow my Instagram at chaunnadiaz, not plugging myself or anything, but I did a poll on my story asking if you guys would rather want a high school advice video or college/university advice video. Turns out most of my demographic is in middle school, high school, or like right in between. So majority voted for a high school video. However, my sister is a recent graduate of university and I really want to do a college/university version of a video like this with her. So make sure you're following my Instagram for whenever I post that question box thingy so you can submit your questions. So I will just honestly jump right into them. How do you make friends easily and how do you know you can trust them? My biggest regret of high school, I honestly think, was not being more open to making new friends. I'm a very closed off person, just like a lot of people are. Maybe the person who asked this question even is too. But making friends was something that I struggled with, and I think what I would have changed, so I would have had more of like a bigger friend group or just talk to more people in high school, kind of being more open in conversations and jumping in conversations, going to events. I didn't go to a single high school event until I was honestly in grade 12. Like I didn't go to any games, I didn't go to any school dances, anything until I was a senior because it's my final year, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like this kind of goes for everyone, but when you meet somebody, you either click or you don't. Like there's no in between. You either know that you vibe with them or you know that you don't. So I think the best way to find out who could potentially be your friend is literally talk to everybody, get a feel for everybody, but that's a bit, could be taken a little bit inappropriately. But honestly, talk to as many people as you can, and you'll honestly know if you click with them. Like I've literally met people, they say 2 words, and I'm just like, no. Like I know I won't click with you, it's fine, like it's just not meant to be. And the second part of how do you know you can trust them, again, I feel like trust and just friendship in general is honestly just the feeling you just know, you know what I mean? And obviously if someone's acting shady or like not really good friend material, don't trust them, if that makes sense. I'm basing this off the 3 friendships that I have, so. Things that make freshmen look stupid. Okay, I got a lot of questions saying just like, what should freshmen do? How, like I'm gonna be a freshman, blah blah, a bunch of freshman questions. Honestly, when you're a freshman, everybody hates you. Like it's just a fact. Don't be offended. Just think about how in elementary school or middle school when you were like the oldest, you hated all the younger kids. That's how the world works, you know? But honestly, get through the first year and then once you're a sophomore, junior, senior, you're gonna hate the freshmen too. So like it's just something you gotta live with. It's not that serious. But things that freshmen do that really piss everybody off is standing in the middle of the hall and walking slow. Like literally just don't be in anyone's way. Like if you're a freshman, literally just stay in your own lane. Like don't think you're a top of the class type of so cool, I'm a freshman. Just stay in your lane. When the year is over, you get to hate on the freshmen too. What do I do about drama? Stay out of it. Drama is so extra. Oh my god, I can't. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of stress. It's just a waste of everything. Drama is so stupid. There wasn't that much drama that I remember anyways when I was in high school, but honestly, if you do find yourself entangled in drama or entangled with people who love drama or seek the attention, just don't surround yourself with problematic people. It's not worth the stress in your life. It's drama. Cut it out. How to make good grades / how to stay on top of things, how to stay out of drama. Love ya too. Okay, best way to make good grades. This obviously sounds so stupid, but like do your homework. Doing your homework and actually paying attention in class goes a long way, like a very, very long way if you just pay attention in class. And it's just like when you go to university and college, you realize high school is literally just a couple hours out of your day. Like it seems so long, 8 hours, I don't even remember. How long was I in school till? It's not that long. Like literally just pay attention in class and you will honestly do fine. How can you tell fake friends from the real ones? I love this question. Fake friends? Who's that? We don't know. We don't deal with fake people over here. That is just waste of time. I feel like the biggest way to tell fake friends from real friends is literally if you're the one who's like always initiating the hangouts or things to do or the conversations. If you just stop, just like step back for 1 second, you know, stop asking them to hang out. If they don't ever reach out to you, invite you to things, ask you to hang out, fake friends. When I went from like elementary school to high school, I just stopped talking to so many people. I literally just stopped messaging them and never heard from them again because I was always that friend that would be like, let's go do this, like you want to come over, blah, blah, let's go to the mall. And the second I stopped initiating it, I didn't hear anything. And then later on, I found out they were talking shit about me. And like, yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing with fake friends. If they're not giving you the same time and effort you are, fake friend. Advice for finding your groupie / crowd opposed to submission to hanging with the cool kids. I feel like I talked about this a little bit with just like finding who you're vibing with or whatever. In my high school, there wasn't really that whole big like cool popular posse that like everyone was scared of like in the movies or whatever. Nothing like that. I feel like the movies over dramatize that so freaking much. The best way to kind of find your group, I feel like, is to join clubs or sports teams, because one, say if you like soccer, you join the soccer team, you're gonna like, you know, find a group of people that love soccer and other things. Or if you don't like sports, you can always join clubs like a book club or like a film club, and you know people in that group will have share some similar interests with you. Don't confine yourself just to hang out with a group just because they're cool or considered popular. Just because like what the heck are you gonna talk about? Like how cool they are? Like that's kind of sad. Is it hard to get good grades and still have fun in a social life? If so, how do you do it? Again, school is honestly like 6 hours out of your day, at least where I went to high school. It's definitely possible to still have a social life and do your studying. Like it's not that intense, you know? I don't know, I feel like with my parents, I don't know if it's just Asian parenting, but when I was in school, like elementary school and high school, I wasn't allowed to go out during the week. Monday through Thursday, I wasn't allowed to do things after school. Like if I had sports, obviously I could do that, but I couldn't like go out and hang with my friends or like have sleepovers or anything that wasn't like school or sports related. I wasn't allowed to go do, and I had to only do like homework and studies and my own stuff at home. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was allowed to kind of hang out with my friends. I could take a break from school, and I feel like that's kind of a good way to go about it, because you know Monday through Thursday it's kind of like a school grind, but then you have 3 days to hang out with your friends, your whole social life and all that stuff. So it's honestly not that hard to balance as long as you're prioritizing your grades but also not isolating yourself from the rest of the world. Okay, kind of a follow-up question. Should grades or social life come first? What is the happy medium? Obviously, grades do not define you. They absolutely don't. Everyone has different ways of learning and showing their intelligence. They're back and forth because obviously you do need good grades to get into a good school, depending on what you want to study, of course. But then also, like, your mental health always comes first over your grades. The thing with me, anyways, is that, like, I know a lot of people that don't even have the opportunity to go to school. Way more people in the world that I personally don't even know that just don't have the opportunity to go to school. That's why I think, especially go to a public high school, like that's literally free education, obviously your taxes, whatever. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people in first world countries don't really understand how lucky they are to get a free education. So I would say just between grades and social life, definitely put your grades first, but don't like make grades everything. Like still hang out with your friends on weekends, evenings, have a good time, enjoy yourself, but don't plummet all your grades just so you could party, if that makes sense. How to deal with mean girls? Ignore them. The thing with mean people in general, not just mean girls, is that they got something going on in their life. You probably don't know what it is. Maybe they don't even know what's essentially going on in their head, and they're projecting all their anger and all their hate on someone who they think is vulnerable. So they're just gonna project all of their hate and all their energy on you, and it's like when you really think about it, it's sad. If someone is bullying you and specifically treating you as a target, just tell somebody. Like, don't be scared to reach out to a teacher, your parents, a guidance counselor, someone with some form of authority. Just tell somebody if someone's literally picking on you. Well, they're just mean people in general. I know it just sounds so easy to just, oh, ignore them. Let them be mean, and eventually they'll get bored of it. Like, I feel like mean people only ever want a reaction out of you, and that's all they want. So if you give them a reaction, they're winning. If you don't give them a reaction, you're winning. Is it really mean different cliques, like the mean girls, the jocks, etc.? Definitely not where I went to high school. I feel like schools in the States are way more intense than high schools in Canada. Like, we don't even have like homecoming and whatever, like maybe in the States, but speaking from Canada, from a small town, not really. How to lose your fake friends without hurting them. Okay, first of all, obviously I'm not saying go around and hurt people, but if they're being a fake friend, they're most likely hurting you. So I mean, obviously don't destroy them, but don't prioritize their feelings. Like, they're the one who's being a fake friend. Just literally just stop talking to them. Maybe just slowly stop. Just distance yourself, you know what I mean? Until they're just like out of your life. Like, if they get butthurt because you're not snapping them back or whatever, sucks to suck. Like, maybe if you weren't a fake friend, you wouldn't get hurt. Okay, my dog's barking, so I'm just gonna hold him for a little bit. What to do when you hate school and everyone there makes you feel insecure? Story of my life. Sometimes I would feel so insecure going to school. I was just insecure about myself, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like high school is just a really big stepping stone to the rest of your future. Like, a lot of people, when things are going bad in high school, they're like, my whole life just sucks. Like, no, like, high school is literally the beginning of your life, and you will get over it, and you will honestly forget all about it eventually. The thing with feeling insecure at school, I know that's so hard, and it is a touchy subject, and obviously nothing I can say can just cure someone feeling insecure. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, don't worry, you're pretty, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm cured. Like, I think it's just important to remember that everybody has their own insecurities, and you might look at someone and just be like, oh my god, they have absolutely nothing to be insecure about. They're literally perfect. They are a goddess. You don't realize their insecurities when you look at them, right? So when people are looking at you, they're not going to realize your insecurities either, because everybody's insecurities are like, okay, obviously they're like external if it's like something about you, but like at the end of the day, they're internal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm insecure about a lot of things that people might not think I'm insecure about. So that kind of goes both ways. So it's kind of just remembering everyone has their own insecurities, and it's normal, and it's just, you shouldn't ever let that hold you back from living your absolute best life. It might seem literally so impossible to just want to love yourself, but trust me, I feel like after high school, you just learn so much about yourself, and like, you will honestly grow. Do you regret working too hard or not hard enough? Please answer. I'm hating school at the moment. Definitely give it your all, but don't mentally drain yourself. Like, just do your best, and if your best doesn't reach your parents' expectations, your teachers' expectations, just remember at the end of the day, you tried your absolute best, and that's all that matters. Definitely push yourself to be the best you can be, but don't overwork yourself, because it's not worth it, and it's not worth damaging your mental health just for a number. How do you not compare yourself with other girls? What's the best way to dress to school? Okay, I kind of understand this question. Literally, I struggled with that, and I honestly still kind of struggle with that a lot. I know it's so easy, especially on social media, but also in school, to just, in public in general, just to compare yourself with people around you. Like, you look at a girl and you're like, oh my god, she's so freaking pretty, why can't I look like that? Like, what the heck? And I think in high school, I was definitely very, very insecure about the way I looked, and I compared myself to literally every single girl that ever walked by me. I don't know, and I feel like the best way I got over it was literally just loving myself. Like, you just gotta literally treat yourself like a queen. Like, everybody looks different. Everybody has their own features that stand out, and everybody is literally so beautiful in their own way, and there is no standard for beauty anymore. Like, it's kind of embedded in our brains from society that like, this specific girl is the definition of beauty. And it's not like that at all, and it shouldn't have never been defined like that, but unfortunately it was. And I feel like it's just so ingrained in everyone's brain about what the standards of beauty are. What helped me kind of stop comparing myself, or when I catch myself comparing myself, I kind of just sit back and just, I don't know, just like be so grateful and thankful for who I am, the way I look, everything in life, just in general, because like, you are you, and you're the only you in this entire world. But yeah, when you compare yourself, it's not healthy, and I'm guaranteed there are people that see you, maybe you don't know them, maybe they see your Instagram, they see you at school, and they compare themselves to you, and they think, damn, she is so freaking pretty, I love her eyes, I love her hair, I love her outfit. And like, everybody's like that. It's a natural thing in our brain, but the best way I think to cope with it is to just love your own skin, because you were made to look like that, and that's what everyone's gonna love you for. Best but weirdest thing to have in your school bag. This goes out to the girls and the girls only. I don't really know what, I swear guys don't even bring a pencil to school. Anyways, tampons and hair ties. Have a life supply in your backpack. Oh my gosh. Nothing is worse than when you have gym class and you forgot a hair tie and none of your friends have a hair tie, and then you have like a class after PE, and it's because nothing is worse than when you get your period at school and you don't got a tampon, and then you're sitting on the toilet and you gotta text your friend who's in science class, gotta be like, come to the bathroom and bring me a tampon. Like, how do I stay happy and not feel anxious? For me anyways, I'm speaking from personal experience, when I'm feeling very anxious, I like need to tell somebody so I know that somebody is aware of how I'm feeling, because I feel like if no one knows, I just feel very alone, if that makes sense. What I used to do is like, I would call my boyfriend, because like he was kind of like my support system a lot in high school, but even like you can call a friend, you can call your mom, you can even just talk to your guidance counselor. Again, that's my personal experience of how I deal with anxieties. Like, I like to tell somebody that I'm feeling that way, so I know at least one person knows like I need to be supported right now, if that makes sense. A lot of tips for anxiety just say like grounding yourself, and what that means is just like recognizing your senses. Like, if you're having an anxiety attack, you can hold on to something, like smell, see, touch, feel, all of the different, I think I just repeated 3 of the same senses, but you know what I mean? Like, it's called grounding yourself, just being aware where you are and what's happening, and recognize that you're feeling and what is causing this feeling, and just working towards how you can cater to that. But yeah, and how do I stay happy? In my mind, I guess, the idea of happiness is all a mindset. Like, if you wake up and decide, I'm gonna be happy today, you will be happy for the whole day. It's all a mindset. If you wake up and you decide you're gonna have a bad, moody day, you're gonna have a bad, moody day. Like, I feel like with staying happy is such a vague whatever. Like, just stay happy, like, that's all on you. You know what I mean? Like, the world could be ending, and you can still be happy if you choose to be happy. So it's honestly all a mindset. I've answered so many questions on Instagram. I'm gonna quickly browse through my community comments for some. Can you remake a personality for high school? I mean, can you start acting like a completely new person even if you are still at the same school you have been at your whole life? Like, I mean, I wouldn't make up a personality. Like, definitely still be yourself. If you yourself has changed into, I wouldn't say a different person, but just changed maybe like your interests and the way you act, as long as you're still being yourself, then do whatever the heck you want, but don't make up some fake personality and like be some fake person, whatever. Like, definitely there's a lot of people I know that are not the same person they were when they were freshmen and then when they were seniors. Like, people do change, but evolve more into yourself. You know what I mean? Like, don't make up a fake personality just to fit in or whatever. Question: what stereotype do you think you fell under in high school? As I said, my high school didn't really have a bunch of like different stereotypes, but if I had to define myself, I feel like I was that person that was just always there, but just like observed. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really speak out that much. I was always just like there. The wallflower. That was basically me. I was literally always the wallflower. Just, I knew what was going on. I observed so much, probably knew too much, but I didn't really say anything or like take part in many things. That's something I regret a lot. What are some of the best ways to avoid getting into a situation that makes you uncomfortable or could involve drama? I feel like the thing with drama is that, kind of as I mentioned earlier, people want a reaction out of you if they're trying to start things with you, and it sucks, but sometimes you just gotta be the better person and you just gotta bite your tongue. There is a difference between standing up for yourself and, of course, always stand up for yourself. Don't let anybody walk over you ever, but there comes a time where people are just gonna want to get a reaction out of you and they're just gonna want to start drama, probably because they're bored or they're jealous or they're cheesed about something. Honestly, you just gotta bite your tongue, walk away, and just be like, I have better things to spend my time on than argue with this person or start anything. So the best way, just keep yourself out of the situation. If things don't necessarily absolutely need to be said, don't say it. Don't let them walk all over you, but don't give them the satisfaction that you're reacting to what they want you to react to, if that makes sense. Anyways, I have been talking for so long. This is probably going to be one of my longest videos, but I hope you guys enjoy. And my overall last concluding marks about high school is, honestly, it's not that serious and it won't be the best years of your life, and it's literally just the start of the rest of your life. It's literally the transition between young teen into young adult. Like, it's meant to have fun. It's meant to kind of learn what you're interested in, what you want to study in college or university, or if you even want to go to college or university. I'm definitely for post-secondary education, but again, it is not for everybody, and you don't always have to follow society standards. Anyways, my closing remarks is live your absolute best life. Don't let anybody walk over you. You do you, and you live your best absolute freaking life, and who cares what anyone else thinks? Because at the end of the day, as long as you are happy and as long as you love yourself, nothing else matters. Literally nothing else matters. Yeah, I hope that answered all of your questions. If you have some more, leave them in the comments down below and I will do my best to answer them. I'm always here for you guys. And yeah, make sure you follow my Instagram to know when I'm doing the college/university Q&A advice video with my older sister. I'm really excited for that one. Here are the shoddy shoutouts of this video. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. It means the absolute world to me. In conclusion, don't take high school that seriously. Have a good time. Get good grades. Get yourself that education. And live your best life. Okay, bye guys.